Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't hearing my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy. I blowed on her budget on me. That's on me. I'm conceited.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
There, maybe a yard up to the 24. The numbers for Mixon last week: 14 carries, 56 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Wilson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The throw over the middle taken in, and inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
Play action, Newman. Open man handler, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Open to play that time on the catch and run. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They go play action with Newman. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touch...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up on a Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Nixon. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A handoff to Nixon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now Joe Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt. An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Newman. He's got room to run past the 20. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Newman. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen. No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And second down. 2nd and 10. Newman looking to throw it. Here's a diving catch right side. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Again, Newman. Steps and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Newman. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DJ Moore. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that pushes the lead out to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, Wilson. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Wilson on 1st down.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. This is caught by Williams. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Off the play fake, here's Newman. He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Newman.
Rolling to his right. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Touchdown! It's complete.
K.J. Hamler
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field, whether or not they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They go play action with Wilson. From the left side, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This pass finds its way to Williams. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Mixon on the draw. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On first down, Newman. Being chased out left. But I think the ball's out. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bat. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now a handoff here to his running back. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Newman. Right side, it's Handler pulling it in. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
K.J. Hamler there to make the grab. And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they open the lead up now to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Third and 2, now Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Throw left side complete to Chase.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
There's Wilson. And that
is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 3rd down, Wilson.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.